taken. You can't sit here.
Does it look nice in here?
Huh?
Doesn't it look nice in
It
here?
does look very nice in here. You did a good job.
Drew and I stumbled through the.
Closet.
Oh no, I haven't been in a closet in a long time. We stumbled through putting the talus on that thing.
Okay.
Yeah. We figured it out though.
That's nice. I wish it was prettier.
Uh,
Like glittery.
well, no, I do. I agree with that too. But anyway, that's what it is. So.
Dodi li, vani lo haroe, bashoshanim, dodi li.
Thank you so much, Jack. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rabbi Edie Yakutas, for those of you who may not already know me, and for those of you who might have been expecting Rabbi Ari Jun. Well, while I'm hoping he is sleeping, he is a little under the weather and has wisely chosen to keep his germs at home, for which we thank him immensely. And while I would never say that that's how we're going to lead off, but we just did, welcome to our quinquennial service. This is one of those glorious things that we here at Temple Sholom do. The amusing part is this is the first time I've partaken in one, and I think it's because I'm one of the rabbis here. And of course, I am lucky enough to also be having an anniversary that ends in 0 or 5, as I'm looking at Julie going, I said that right, okay. This has been going on forever, actually. I've been a member for over 10 years, and I remember it pre-COVID. So this is not a new tradition. By Jewish standards, this is a medium-aged tradition. And thank you, thank you, thank you for coming to join us this evening to celebrate commitment and the joy of staying with the one you love, or being with the one you love, whichever. And for that, I think I will lead off in the way we always do. This is already, is this already on? Make it go. We will begin the way we do here at Temple Sholom, the best part and the joyous part of sharing the highs, and if you also wish to share something that perhaps was less awesome, so that your community gathered here can lift you up and hold you wherever it is you need to be held. So, how do we begin with Hakarat Tov? Do we begin with the song? We do. Oh, let's start with the song. I don't remember. When the mic, just go that way, it'll be easier. You can share as the microphone comes to you, and we will, oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, well, don't forget our folks in the back row. And they're like, please, forget us, forget us. I know that look. Oh, chickens. I'm not going to talk about chickens. Maybe. Okay, woot! It should come up any moment.
I just want to say I'm just happy to be here with my family and my nieces and nephews, who I don't get to see very often, and my brother and my sister-in-law.
So we're giving thanks for family, nieces, nephews, brother, sister-in-law, and returns to health.
Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam hasdo, ki le'olam hasdo.
Mazal tov, indeed. I'm so glad you made it.
Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam hasdo, ki le'olam hasdo.
And for the folks who may not have heard that, the Hausers who did make it here this evening, that's humongous, thank you. Because it's challenging sometimes to just get off your property. Notice how carefully I said that. And they've been married 60 years. That's a thing. I hope I have that, man. I so hope I want that so bad. Mostly so I can annoy Leo. So we are here for the quinquennial. Gentlemen, here for the quinquennial, I will set your expectations that you'll be doing a reading. Yay! You love readings. You do not have to stand. It will be on the slides. If you can't see the slide, don't do the reading. It's okay. You're grown-ups. However, I am now going to invite our women up who wish to come and who are so able to do so. Don't kill yourselves, however, because that's bad. To light our Shabbat candles, and which we will move to that slide for those who, yes. Take your time. We got this. Aim for his toes, ma'am. Yay! Thank you, Annie. Annie is 6, by the way. She is not legally married to anything.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tivanu lahad l'ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen.
With Shabbat now upon us, the next thing is, of course, for our angels, all of our good angels, because when the good angels come, the bad angels have to just chill out for a while. Let us continue, for those of you who might be in the book, with Shalom Aleichem on page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Roachem leShalom, Malchei HaShalom, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedkem LaShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Quinquennial Shabbat, Malchei HaShalom, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Thank you. Sorry, I deeply enjoy the music of this synagogue. We have celebrated in our various spaces since, 1954, 1955, and music has always been integral to how we greet our Shabbat, because that is what's in our heart. Keep the note on that. We'll be talking about hearts for very obvious reasons very shortly. But let us now conclude the Kabbalat aspects of our Shabbat with the Chatzi Kaddish. Please join me again on page 26 or on the screen. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, Belma divracharute, v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechan uvyomechon, uchayed kol beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, Uvizman Karib, Vimahru. Yesh me Rabba mevarach, le'alam olam me'almaya, Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitbar, v'yitraman, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yithaleh, v'yithalah, Shemeda Kudasha Brichu, Leila min kol b'chata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechamata, Damiran bialma v'yamaru. We continue now on the next slide with our Barchu. I invite you please to rise.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vayen, Le'olam Vayen. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
I invite y'all to please be seated. And now our gentlemen who are expressing or enjoying, I hope, this celebration of marriage and quinquennial fives and zeros. Would y'all please lead us in our prayer of separation from day, from night, on Ma'ariv Arivim. It's on page 31 and on our screen. If y'all start to read, everyone will join in, I promise. Time is out of our control. Dusk brings with it an uncertain nostalgia. The dawn brings with it something new, sometimes literal, often intangible. The consistency of passing time, it brings us to a deep and settling breath, like a blanket wrapped around us as we journey through life. We take comfort in knowing that what is uncertain now will be familiar later. And as such, we give thanks for the cycle of time. Baruch atah Adonai, HaMa'ariv Arivim. And with time, what's it said? The 3-week theory, you do everything for 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, it becomes familiar, and then it becomes a habit. Hopefully it is a habit to accept these cycles of time, however they may go, and then celebrate the joys of eternal love. Yes, I am being romantic, married people and partnered people, with Ahavat Olam, the never-ending love.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amecha Avta, Amcha Avta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Halken Adonai Eloheinu b'shokbenu, u'kumenu nasiach b'chukecha. נשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובכם נגב יום ולילה, נגב יום ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל.
And I am compelled to point out that second to the last line, V'ahavta al tasir mimenu. Never take your love from us, leolamim, forever and ever. That's something I think we all hope for, is to always feel accepted and loved, no matter how ungood the day might have been. And with that, let us continue with our Shema, the watchword of our faith. Please rise for the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevon, Shem Kevon, Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Vaed. And thou shalt love Adonai, thy God, with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all of thy mind. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in thy heart, shall be in thy heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and thou shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou risest up, and when thou liest down, and when thou liest down. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be for frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them on the doorposts of thy house, and upon thy gates, and upon thy gates, that ye may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
You may be seated as we continue our Via Hafta or repeat our Via Hafta. It's okay, because I think we've just heard so many of the things that we do. Binding things, wearing the tefillin, the mezuzot, all of this, as we now repeat in the Hebrew as if to imprint it upon our hearts. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alavavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'vetecha uvlechtecha v'derech uvshokbecha uvakumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayula totafot beinenecha uchtavtam al mezuzot betecha uvisharecha leman tiskeruhu va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yetem kadoshim le'elahechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lehiot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. And we continue. Please read this responsively with me. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. And though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Work for the day. And then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Mi chamoka ba'elim Adonai, mi chamoka nedar ba'kodesh, mi chamoka ba'elim Adonai, mi chamoka nedar ba'kodesh. Nora tehilot, osef elei, nora tehilot, osef elei, Adonai imlach leolam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'uv hanecha, v'okeyam livnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze'elianu ve'amnu, Ze'elianu ve'amru, Adonai yimlach leolam va'ed. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai.
And from celebrating our freedom and then, of course, accepting the next thing we do, which are all of the beloved commandments at Sinai, we also pray and hope always for peace and for love and for shelter with Hashkivenu. Please join us on the screen or page 43.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu l'shalom. Ve'amidenu Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkivenu
I do believe this is one of my favorite prayers because it seems so relaxing and safe from the shelter, or in a shelter from the buffet of the world. And the next thing that we go from that with all of shelter is, of course, the joy for the Jewish folk that is Shabbat. So Vishamru indeed.
Vishamru V'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Brit Olam Vishamru V'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Brit Olam Beni Uvein Bnei Yisrael Od Hilei Olam Ki Sheshat Yamim Asa Adonai Asa Adonai Et HaShamayim Ve'et Haaretz Uvechom Hashim Shabbat Vayinafash Veshamru V'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Brit Olam.
Let us take just one or two breaths. Center ourselves to truly enter the traditional prayers of our book, of our sages, and the prayers of Shabbats with tefillah. I invite now for you to stand and join me for the Amidah. Adonai sifetai tiftachu fi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, u'Mevi Geula Livnei v'Nehem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia, Morid hatal, Mechachel chaim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofech olim, Umatir asurim, Umakayem emunato, Lishanei afar, Micha mocha bal gevurot, Umi ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה ברוך אתה אדוני האל HaKadosh. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, our holy God. You may be seated. And we continue now with an additional prayer within our Amidah, with yet another name for God, which is the God of goodness. Please read this responsively, and if you wish to add a few within your own heart or mind, please know that's okay to do. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, which is a wonder beyond words. For the world around us, so filled with beauty if we could but see it. For all of these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shemcha ulecha na'eh lachodot. As we think about that for just a moment or two, about all of the beauty that is in this world, if we just take a moment and see it. Sometimes it can be challenging to remember, especially at a red light or on Highway 71 South. But at the same time, just breathe. And give thanks for every piece of love you've ever felt in your life. It will sustain you. And for the peace and the abundance of peace which we all hope for on this planet, let us sing together Shalom Rav on page 60 if you're in the book, or of course on our screens.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
And as we wish for peace on this planet, perhaps even closer to home, we should wish for peace and for healing of body, of mind, of spirit, not only for ourselves, because I do think every one of us is deserving of that hope and prayer for peace and health, but also for those around us that perhaps we know might need something, and for those around us who perhaps wish we knew, but somehow we don't. Let our hearts and our souls reach out to that. I will share names, and then I will also invite you to share names or perhaps repronounce. This evening, let us please remember Bobby Underwood, Scott Bauer, Sheila Boniface, Anita Call, Charlie Clark, Sean Garrettson, Lee Hampton, Richard Hassel-Bennett, Diane Hauser, Ken Hughes, Janet Kravitz, Steve Levinson, Stephen Maher, Judy Middleton, Eileen Ness, David Rosenberg, Jean Rosen or Rosen, Mary Schumar, Archbishop Chuck Smith, Laura Smith, Sue Warm, Don Vest, Lauren Yofi, Walter Yanka, and Lori Zackham. If there are names you wish to share or repronounce at this time, I hope you will do so. For these names which we have shared, for the names that have been shared online, let us send a little extra healing to both those and to ourselves, for the healing of body, of mind, of soul, of spirit, as we join together in the Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Sheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
And from these beautiful melodies and these prayers and these thoughts that we have been doing together with the words of our mouths, while perhaps our minds have been somewhere else, because I always acknowledge that. You might be having your own private conversation with the Almighty. Let us take a few moments of silence, and pray on our own, the words of our own selves on this Shabbat.
Yehu leratzon im refi vehegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai Tzuri the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. Yeheyu leratzon im refi ve'egyon libi lefanecha. Adonai Tzuri Vego Ali, Adonai Tzuri Vego Ali.
Those are the words of Psalm 19. And it talks about giving our love right up. And I always, as a visual thinker and processor, I always see this chalice of some kind of love that's being offered up by each person. And which makes me wonder as I stand here in a chuppah, which I'm thrilled by, and just to set expectations another time. I was waiting a little later to explain the chuppah, because it's not just for me, it is for our beloved quinquennial folk, where later we will all stand under this chuppah for blessing, for a blessing to the celebration of long-term commitments and love. And so I wonder, because I'm pretty sure just the folks in this front row are not the only ones who feel love, right? Let us hope for this. Where do you feel love in your body? Where do you feel it? We're not just a thinking people. We are, where's the mic? Don't slam it again. Where do we feel love? Does love dwell in your mind, whatever the mind is? Is it just in your brain? Is it in your body? Is it in whatever the soul is? How do you know that you feel love? Is there an excitement that quivers somewhere? Is there a sense of warmth and hand-holding love and acceptance that hits? It's just that momentary something. And for many of us, no, I shouldn't do that. What is it, modern language? It's I statements. I feel love in my heart, right in here. And if I'm upset, it's right in here. But sorry, Drew. I'll move it next time. But it's in our chest. It's in my chest. It's in my heart. And for thousands of years, Jews have, humans, okay, let's just expand it. Humanity has believed that love was located here, not just in Western cultures. Look it up. And right here in our heart, it's the center of our body, isn't it? The most protected part of our body. And it's not just love that humans have felt lived here. Philosophers were like, oh, well, all of our emotions are right in here, which tells us how they felt most of the time, don't we? And our Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh, also attributes the qualities of wisdom, knowledge, and emotion to the lev, to the heart. This is so deeply ingrained that even though we did the Love Your Children, Debbie Friedman song, I had this visceral need to repeat the V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha, with all of your hearts. B'chol levavcha. You shall love your God with all of your heart. And what does it mean with all of your heart? Well, this rabbi says it means all of our being, not just the little red thing that weighs a couple ounces, or however much it weighs. It's our entire existence to express love. In this prayer, it's to express love for God, but by extension, it's for love that everything God has made. Guess what, y'all? That includes us and the people we don't like, and our dogs and trees, and just go from there. We should love everything with every bit of us. And this heart thing is ingrained in Western culture. I'm sorry, I'm just going to focus on the Western culture thing right now. How many times have we heard, well, the heart of the matter is, or the heart of the matter, it's a matter of the heart. That was my melodramatic one. The heart sees further than the eye, the mind forgets, but the heart remembers. I have way too many stories about that one. And in reference to a very Titanic movie, my heart will go on, even as I drop a priceless diamond into the ocean. Hearts are the core. It's the inside of all of us, and it's, as I mentioned, it's in the most protected space in our body, and it resides so deep. And human love in that way can be so resilient, resistant to blows, to misfortune, to ailment and distress. And love, true love, okay, nobody gets the Princess Bride reference, is ignorant, does not recognize borders, boundaries. I could cite Romeo and Juliet, but I'm going to talk about the daughters of Zelophehad because I'm a nerd, and those are mentioned in Bamidbar, or the book of Numbers, where it says, well, okay, let them marry, but only who they think best, comma, into the family of their tribe. So, okay, you can marry anyone you want, but it needs to be in the tribe. And then by the next generation of the Bible, well, that kind of changes, and the sages acknowledge that love does not recognize borders, and intermarriage between tribes was approved, yay that. And then in the way that the Torah continues to reveal itself through successive generations, the borders drop further, and it is the ripples across humanity where love is to be celebrated and accepted amongst us. It is love for everything that God has made. So we see tribes intermarrying and all of this ongoing, hopeful celebration of continuity, of love and joy. We'll talk about the flaws in a minute because I've been married a while too. But it brings us to Tu B'Av. Did anyone look at the sky the other night when it was a full moon and go, it's a full moon, it must be Tu B'Av? Or the middle of the month of Av, which is where we're just past. This was the holiday established Talmudically for a day of celebration, period. We have love, yay. Let's run into the fields and celebrate love. We won't talk about what happens after that, but it's celebration, and it's a holiday that is observed at the full moon, which does mean you can see what's going on in the garden, and it celebrates those enduring relationships. Love that grows and thrives. Relationships, those living, thriving spaces between, hopefully, people, not just your pets, that ebb and flow, that grow in strength and depth, and they should do all of that either in spite of or perhaps because of us being humans. We're flawed. We are imperfect. We mess up. We say stupid, hurtful things. And yet, normally speaking, hopefully, the relationships keep communicating, keep loving, keep listening, acknowledging the imperfect. Because in order to love, we need to stretch. We need to grow. We are not static things. Okay, does anyone here still really like Barney? Does anyone here remember Barney? The purple dinosaur, for those of us who may have forgotten it. My point being, we go through things. We have phases. We love Barney or not, and then we forget Barney, yay. But it's a matter of, as we continue to experience life, the highs and the lows, with the gratitude that we have, the emotion of love to sustain us. There's cracks, there's places of difficulty, and that's the beauty of it. If we can remember that we stretch, we break, but we don't break into 1,000 little pieces and never come back. Okay, we have a bruise, we'll come back from that. Because we are imperfect, and with focus, determination, and usually time, love grows and expands, just as Tu B'Av has expanded from just this momentary festival between just Jews to being everything, to celebrating on the night of a full moon that we have love in our lives. Because y'all, my husband's heard this 1,000 million times, you can never have too much love, ever. It is boundless. We don't run out of it. We stretch. So on this evening of celebration of enduring bonds, may we continue to love our partner with all of their flaws. May we love each other in this holy community that spent time coming together here this evening. And may this Shabbat be one of love and of peace. Shabbat Shalom. And I have this blessing, because remember I celebrated this, or I mentioned this. I hopefully invite my dear, wonderful quinquennial partners to join me in the chuppah, if you can. I would say we'd bring the chuppah to you, but it's blocked by the bima. Oh, thank you. I get you over here. Oh, wait, I get you. Sorry, honey, the last place you want to be is in the middle. Come on, you Hausers, come on. Y'all are way too far away. Get in here, please. Oh, come on. I did shower today, I promise, earlier this afternoon. Okay, I wish we could make more of a circle. You are, I would never. And you are 2 more steps in. Okay, and put your hand there. Put your hand on this chuppah. Because by doing that, we're all making this circle of love and joy. And this is a blessing for all of us. Normally, this would be Rabbi Jun reading this. Rabbi Jun, I hope you're sleeping and not watching. And we do wish you well deeply. And for the rest of all of us, and perhaps all of you by extension, because I believe God made you too, may God, who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and our mothers, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, continue to bless these beloved couples. May they continue to guide and walk together in their life journeys. May they find favor in the eyes of all who see them. May they continue to build their home worthy of praise and find tranquility in their hearts, at least at some point during each day. Just don't read the news. Source of life and love, bless these couples. Let the love that binds them be strong and lasting. Let their hearts be filled with patience and understanding, lots of patience. May we all be blessed by a long life of good health, beloved and precious memories, adventures. Okay, a little terror once in a while, because that's good. Makes for stories later. And may all of our love and friendship continue to deepen throughout these years, to which we say, Amen. And because we've never been at this exact moment before in time, this Reformed Jew says, let's do the Shechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu la'azman hazeh. Amen. Kiss your partner. He can't say no. Oh, blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of all that is, for giving us life, for sustaining us and enabling us to reach this moment. Amen. Thank y'all. Was that so bad? Okay. Trust me, they were all like, no, please, Rabbi, don't do this. Love you all anyway. Oh, darn it, I forgot. Let's do it while they're sitting down. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Please admire, if you would be so kind, Dr. Melvin Gale and Joan Todd. They may be grown up, but they've only been married 5 years. That means they need lots of advice. Please welcome and enjoy Deborah and Mark Raines. They are not here this evening, but they've been married 10 years. And I hope that's where they are. No, that's definitely not where they are. They're wearing jackets. And then, of course, life is not complete with Robin and Fred Miller. How many years, Robin and Fred Miller? Oh, wait, did I miss? Go back one. I looked right over them. You can fuss at me later, please. Stuart and Kate, you're both still here. Thank you for not running away. 10 years. I see both. Isn't that amazing, y'all? Then we get to go enjoy the lovely Millers. How many years? 45, which means if you wanted to, you could give advice to Dr. Gale, but I don't know that I recommend that. And then, of course, the next picture, oh, who would this be, y'all? It's 60 years ago. Think about what was, okay, y'all, what year was that? 66. Okay, this female goes, when women could not, no, let's just not go there. But Diane now can have a checking account in her own name if she wants one. Thanks to 1973. 66 years, Mazal Tov. And the last couple, Leo and Rabbi Yakutas. Okay, me, Edie. We don't actually have a wedding picture. You can ask us about that later. We did get married, though, legally, I swear to gosh. And I cropped it, but that's the second picture is at the symphony. And we are 30 years, which doesn't feel like 30 years most of the time. I say that with love. It's like yesterday because, you know, your hair's still what it was, and my hair was blonder and redder, and Nick was a little. Thank you, y'all. Let us give our okay, I hate saying give me as a quinquennial. Let's give our quinquennial folk a round of applause, please. Thank y'all for playing so nicely. I will ask that at the very end we're going to move the bima. That would be this table thing. And we'd love to have one more picture of each couple. If you can pretend patience, as I would tell my son, to let us do that. And then you'll get one more picture from whenever to now. And it'll be awesome. Let's take a moment. Think about love, imperfections, the fact we're still in synagogue, and that we are now approaching the close of our service. I ask that you rise and join me in the Aleinu, again on page 282 if you're following in the book or on the slides. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kagoye haratzot, v'lo asamanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam kalkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kakol hamonam, ve'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lipnei melech, malkei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, bayomahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. You may be seated. Thank you so much. We continue now with, again, just as we always say the V'ahavta, I hope we always celebrate love and children and continuity, and we celebrate the inevitable outcome of being born a human, or being born anything on this planet, as we turn to the end of our service and the thoughts of those who walked before us. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and to old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give to me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I have known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live on in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me most by letting hands touch hands, by letting bodies touch bodies, and by letting go of children when they need to be freed. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that is left of me is love, give me away. This evening, Temple Sholom is remembering Ruth Bernheimer, Autumn Bowen, Edward Bradfield, Esther Keller, William Garrettson, Jesse Hauser, Isidore Glicksman, Hazel Moffett, Arnold Payton, Francis Barth, Irene Weintraub, and Jose Lewisberg. If there are other names that wish to be remembered at this time or repronounced, please do so as my eyes and hand come across. I invite you, please, now to rise and join with me in the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabba, be'alma divrach harutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon, u'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imoru. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach leolam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh. V'yet hadar, v'yet ale, v'yet halal, shemei dekudasha. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata dam yiran bi'alma, v'imoru. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imoru. Osei shalom b'mrovav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imoru. Amen. Zichrona livracha. May their memories always be for a blessing. You may be seated.
Osei shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yasei shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Hu yasei shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael, amen. Osei shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yasei shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, ve'imru amen.
Thank you so much. I invite a past president to please join me upon this bima so that everyone can hear a different voice besides me and Jack, although Jack, I'm sure, could sing to us all night, and we would love that. But Robin, please share announcements.
I'm back. I want to thank you, Rabbi Yakutis, for that lovely service. I want to thank you, Jack, for the beautiful music, Drew, for this. I really want to thank Julie Solomon, Diane Hauser, and me for setting up the oneg for this evening. It's a beautiful oneg for you online. You're not here, but it's lovely. There's cakes, there's cupcakes, there's cheese. What more can you ask for Shabbat? And mazel tov to all of our families celebrating their quinquennial, because it is an accomplishment. So mazel tov to all of us. Well, there's just so much going on at Temple Sholom. The New Year's going to start. The high holidays are barely a little over a month away. So much to do. But if you have children in religious school, or you would like to enroll your children in our religious school, registration is open right now for the 2026-2027 year, and Rabbi Yakutis will be leading our religious school. We're very excited about that as the new director. The Rosh Hashanah honey sale is going on right now. If you order by August 16th, you save money. It's only $18 per jar. And Temple Sholom benefits. Women's American Ort also benefits from this. It's a wonderful way, if you have family and friends that are out of town, to share a little bit of the holiday and a little bit of yourself with them so they can have a sweet year. Coming up, we have the Heidi Lieb Memorial Mahjong Tournament. It has been 18 years that we have been doing this. A blessed memory of Heidi. Registration is still open. We need volunteers. There are raffle prizes. So even if you are not a Mahjong player, you can buy a raffle ticket and you can win a lovely raffle gift, because there'll be many things that we'll be giving away. You can contact Elaine Wall if you want more information. I actually believe we might have 79 people signed up, so there might only be room for one more, so pretty exciting for us. It is a nice fundraiser for the temple, and it is something near and dear to Elaine's heart because Heidi was her sister. Adult education, we're doing the Book of Esther with Rabbi Walter. That's going to be coming up. Tuition is going to be $252 for the year. Everyone that has taken the class really enjoys it. I want to thank Ethel Kogan because she did a beautiful job, and all the people that helped her with our fundraiser that just ended because it is July and that is over. We helped the children that belong to New Beginning Church of the Living God, and we just collected backpacks and school supplies for those kids. But in just a few short days, it is August. Oh my God, can you believe it? Tomorrow.
Technically, it's August 1st right now because we're close to sundown.
Not enough. But in the American calendar, it's still tomorrow, but it is August. So we have a new theme for the month. So in the month of August, we will be spotlighting Project Connect, and we will be collecting bath towels, pillows, sunshades, deodorant, and bars of soaps for family that are experiencing homelessness. So donations can be dropped off at Temple Sholom. And you can help honor the Torah if you are interested in chanting or reciting the Torah blessings during traditional Shabbat. You can contact Rabbi John and we will fit you in. If you are interested in being a candle lighter or if you want to sponsor an oneg, you can contact Sarah Jane Black. She is now coordinating all of that. So with all of that, I want to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom. Thank you all for being here today. And again, thank you, Rabbi Yakutis, for pitch hitting. You did a beautiful job.
Shabbat Shalom, darling. And again, even as we prepare to finish, I love saying, rabbis say as we're preparing to finish so much. At least this rabbi does. I will politely, please y'all stay so we can get pictures. We promise not to post them anywhere embarrassing. And also, y'all are dressed up and you look really spiffy. This should be maintained. Oh, darn, where'd the young people go? There were two. Because we'll start slow. Because it is the traditional rip the challah apart if you're a kid. If you haven't seen this, you haven't lived. And there's only two tonight, so it's pretty safe. Give it just a second. We're going to do the long version, but then we're going to do the ripping of the challah. I mean, the sharing of the challah. All right, y'all. You ready? Oh, she poured a whole glass. Uh-oh. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'rotzevanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kivanu b'charta ve'otanu kidashta im kol ha'amim ve'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahavat lav uvratzon hinkaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. Oh, thank you. Okay. Little ones, you want to come help, please? It's not as good if you're not here. I'm just saying. We're going to move this because this just seems like a cleanup I don't want to have to do. Do you want to hold with me? Thank you. Do you want to hold too? You count. All right, you ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ma motzeh lechem min haaretz. Okay, you ready? What is it, the rule? 2 fingers? Although you're only 2, but don't just tear it in half, okay? B'tei avon, amen. Rip it in half. Go, go, go. Y'all, this is the longest this has ever taken. And then you eat it up. Shabbat Shalom. We have done this thing. Thank you so much. And from Motzi, of course, we have our secondary Motzi along with the beautiful oneg. Thank you again to the Millers and to the Solomons and to Ms. Hauser, who helped set all of this up. It would not be Shabbat without family and friends here. We continue now with the close of our service and our beloved and very traditional blessing, the priestly blessing. So please join hands on fun, reach out.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha Yeir Adonai p'nav elecha v'yichunecha Yisa Adonai p'nav elecha v'yasem lecha Shalom 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 v'yasem lecha Shalom Shalom v'yasem lecha Shalom 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 v'yasem lecha Shalom Shalom v'yasem lecha Shalom.
May God bless and keep you. May God shine God's face upon you and be gracious to each and every one of you. And may God turn God's face toward you and grant you peace and love and the feeling of acceptance for exactly who you are in every day and every way. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.